Hey guys, before I start the video, I would just like to say I'm doing my first giveaway for all my diehard Rust fans out there. You guys give me so much love and support to create more Rust videos that I feel like I had to give you something back. So if you guys would like to join this giveaway, just stay tuned to the end of the video where I show you how to join. Hello everybody, this is LoadMF showing you how to raid post EXP update. This is also after the update that makes it so arrows can no longer deal damage to structures. As you can see, arrows no longer deal damage to doors or walls or anything like that. Even twig they cannot deal damage to. This makes it a lot harder to raid wooden doors or anything of that nature, so starting a game will be a lot harder for a lot of people. So now we're going to go over ways to raid things like wooden doors, sheet metal doors, ladder hatches effectively, and if you're not high enough level to have like explosive ammo or C4, we'll teach you which ways are the most effective. So the first thing that we're all going to go into is a wooden door most likely. So the cheapest thing I found and most effective was a wooden spear or a stone spear. So if you throw a wooden spear, it'll deal 1 damage, but if you throw enough time it'll deal 2, so it's actually 1.5 damage. You can see 2 spears and it's 197, so it's 1.5 damage each. But if you go to the stone spear and you throw it, it deals 2 damage each. The only problem with this is if they're online, they could go from the other side, so I'll just throw this in. They could go from the other side and they can pick it up as soon as it's able to pick up. But if you're trying to online raid someone, they can pick it up from this side. It's just like arrows, so just be careful that they can pick it up if you're trying to online raid them. But this, when you're throwing it, as you can see, the wear's 100% right now, and if you throw it and pick it up, it's still 100%. If you just try to stab it, it doesn't deal that much damage. It takes like 3 or 4 strikes just to deal 1 damage, which is not worth it in my opinion for a door. Oh my god, it actually takes like 6 or 7 strikes. Against wooden soft side, it's only 3 actually, but as you can see the wear is going massively down. So when I do this, I recommend you throw it. It'll deal 2 damage each time, but you won't have any wear. They can occasionally break, but it's just like an arrow, you just rebuild them. This costs 300 wood to make the spear and then another 100 stone and 25 cloth, I believe, to make the stone part, which in my opinion is worth it because you only have to do 100 spear throws into a wooden door. And if you have a clan of 10, it's only 10 throws each. It's not much. But that's the most effective way I found to raid a wooden door. So going into the soft side wood, hatchet's still viable like always, it'll just take a few. I still recommend a stone spear because it is 2 per throw or 3 per hit. You can still use wooden if you want to. It's only 1.5 though. Going on to the hard side of wood though, this is the problem a lot of us come into when there's actually a good designed base and we don't know how to raid it. We could always try to raid tower in, but maybe they have a stone top. So the hard side of wood, I would still recommend the stone spear, because when you throw it, it deals 1.16 damage, which means every 6 throws you'll deal 7 damage. It took me a while to figure that out because I had to throw it and do the math, but it's basically 1 and a little bit, so it'll take you probably 220 throws, which still isn't that bad given that it is a hard side of wood. So if you can, I would go through here because it's only 100 throws, but if you have to like break out and you're trapped, only 220 throws roughly. So next thing we're going to go into is the soft side of stone. So the most effective way in going to a soft side stone wall is going to be the pickaxe still. That is because it deals 1.2 damage per strike, which is quite a bit for how much resources you are using. It'll take you roughly 9 pickaxes I believe, and every 5 strikes you deal 6 damage, which is worth it. If you have to, you can still use bone clubs. It'll just take 4 strikes to deal 1 damage, which isn't worth it, but if you're stuck in a pickle, this is the other most effective thing that I found. So now going on to the hard side stone wall. So a lot of you know that pickaxes do not work very well on the hard side. It'll take you probably 9 pickaxes to hurt a stone wall, which is way too much for any raider. It's not effective at all. But say you use a stone spear now. If you throw 3 stone spears into a stone wall, hard side, it'll deal 1 damage. Which if you have a lot of people, this will not take that long given that it is a hard side of a wall. So it'll take you 1500 throws, which isn't that bad because as you can see there, you can pick them back up. Sometimes they may break, but it's not even that bad. It's pretty fast as well. As you can see, I'm just throwing them really fast. If you have like a whole hot bar full of it, you can just keep picking up and going ham. They don't break that often either. So this is the most effective way I know of breaking a hard-side stone wall. So now going on to sheet metal doors and ladder hatches. These things are really tricky once you get high enough level because a lot of bases no longer have wood. Because a lot of people realize that they need sheet metal to protect themselves because it is a lot hard to get raided by sheet metal once everyone's a low level at the beginning of a wipe. So we're going to start off with ladder hatches. So on the top side, so that from the top down, it's a lot harder to raid from the bottom down. You basically need explosives unless you want to just hammer it through for like a good hour, which I do not recommend because you could farm up explosives in that time. So it depends on what level you are. If you want to use bean can grenades, that's level 13, and it'll take 12 damage per grenade. So this will take you 21 grenades to get through, which is more effective, cost effective than F1 grenades, but given that you had to carry 21 in your inventory, it's not worth it if you can carry F1 grenades. So F1 grenades will take 8 and it'll deal 32 damage each time. So I'll show you right now. It's at 250 and it should go down 32. There we go. It's at 218 and as you can see, that's 32 damage off. So this will take you 8 grenades to get through a ladder hatch, and if you use bean cans, it takes you 21. This is the most effective way unless you can craft explosive ammo right here. When you use explosive ammo, it'll deal 5 or 6 damage each. As you can see there, it deals 5 and that one dealt 6. Just make sure you don't really hit the middle because sometimes it doesn't work as well. I usually like to just hit this corner right there, and that's the safest. It doesn't overly matter on this, but hopping down to sheet metal, this one, it matters. So if you use explosive ammo on sheet metal, do not aim in the center. As you can see, it only dealt 1 damage, which is nothing. If you aim for this bottom corner right here, I usually go for like the fourth peg, my bad. I usually go for the 4th peg right there, a little bit above it. As you can see, it deals 6 damage. Like that, 6 damage. Right there. That's the most effective way using explosive ammo to get through a sheet metal door. But hopping back over to the soft side of this ladder hatch, we're going to go through what's the most effective. So you may think it is a pickaxe, but the most effective I found was actually a bone club. That is because every 2 hits, it deals 1 damage, which is actually a lot for a bone club. It actually deals 0.6 damage each because I went through and hammered at it until I realized it bumped 2 one time. So it deals 0.6 damage each time, which is not a lot. You can hammer through this with a decent amount of bones, and bones are really easy to come by. So that's the most effective way if you get trapped at the bottom side of a ladder hatch. So going back over to sheet metal doors, this is the tricky part because stone spears do nothing to it. Pickaxes do nothing to it. Like, they do damage, but it's just not enough for you to actually hammer your way through it. So the only way to get through sheet metal is going to be like ladder hatches on the hard side, is using grenades, C4, whatever. You need explosives for sheet metal. It's not worth it for any other way. Or you camp out there with a pipe shotgun and hopefully they'll pin the door. But some people won't be online while you're raiding. So it's the same deal, 32 damage per grenade, 12 damage per beacon grenade, and 6 damage if you're using saber chargers. I don't know, some of you might want to do that. But if you can unlock explosive ammo, use that. It's the most effective way I know. So that'll wrap up the video for today, guys. I would just like to say thank you for all the love and support you guys have shown me. It means a lot. Also, like I said earlier, I'm doing my first rest giveaway. So if you would like to win some skins, just click on the link below and I will show you how to enter. I'll be giving away one of these packages, so if you win, you get to pick which one you want. I'll be announcing the winner of this giveaway next week in one of my videos, so stay tuned for that. And if you guys like the video, please drop a like, comment, and subscription, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks. Peace. I downed them all.
They're all dead.